Nobody said this stuff was going to be easy. All right. Hello, Bushwhackers. Welcome aboard the Guppy. I'm Charlie, she's Sandy, and we're on the road again for adventure. And today, we are on our way to a slow motion erosion.
What are you talking about, slow motion erosion?
Well, it's the Badlands. The Badlands is actually, the Badlands in South Dakota. Now, to get there is a 3-day drive, and 2 of them are in Texas.
Hey, everything's bigger in Texas.
Well, actually, our first stop tonight is in an oil boom town where some of the early oil boom rush happened, and that's Wichita Falls. And it is actually home to the world's tiniest skyscraper in Texas. And we're going to see that along the way. And we're starting it, I don't know when you're watching this, but this first episode is May 15th. And that happens to be, I didn't even realize it when I made the plans, my dad's birthday. And my dad is the reason this is called the Guppy. It has to do with his boat, and it's a story I'll tell you another time. But in the meanwhile, buckle up, hang on, we're headed for Wichita Falls. We are in downtown Wichita Falls and 7th Street. They said it's on 7th Street, and wait a minute. What do I see rising up there? It is, ladies and gentlemen, the world's littlest skyscraper.
Really?
Really?
Ooh, and there's a boutique to go shopping.
Great.
It was built in 1906 by a railroad man. His name was Augustus Newby. So Newby, who is approaching retirement age, decides to invite some oil guys in here to share expenses. One of those guys, his name is J.D. McMahon. He's the rest of the story. Mr. McMahon owns an oil drilling company, and he has a bunch of guys that work for him. And then one day, up the road in a town called Burke Burnett, we got us a gusher. Millionaires are made overnight. Floods of people start coming, and we found us a boom town. So McMahon swings into action, talks to folks like you, maybe from out of town. And he says, look, I'm going to have my men build us a high-rise building. We'll have it leased out before you know it. We're going to be raking in the dough. If you want in on this action, now's the time. Well, eager investors, they're ready and willing, and they hand over their hard-earned money, and he raises $200,000. That's nearly $4 million today. They believe they're going to get a building 480 feet tall. So the tick-tock of that day was a fellow by the name of Robert Ripley from Ripley's Believe It or Not. And he hears about this, he writes about this, and he declares this the world's littlest skyscraper, and now here you are over 100 years later coming to check it out. That would have been the tallest building in the state of Texas at that time. Who knows? Had he actually built this, it might have been Dallas right here in Wichita Falls. And I appreciate you coming.
This is a classic Texas town where the speed limit is 70, 50, 35.
Boom.
Then you can see where it's already, from where the 35 sign is, you can see where it's 40. And up ahead you can see the 55 sign. So when you're in that kind of town, just in case you're ever driving in Texas, know that that means that they have a finely tuned radar gun.
And they're serious.
They are indeed.
Howdy, Bushwhackers. I'm Sandy. This is Charlie.
And we've changed seats. There's a reason for it. Last night, we settled in and we were all ready to get up this morning and drive to Dalhart, Texas for our next stop on the way to the Badlands.
And I'm looking through my phone and I noticed some alerts about fires in the Panhandle and shared with Charlie.
She shared with me her concerns. They were like that. And so we were like, well, what are we going to do about this?
Yeah.
And so I use a couple different apps when I plan these trips. You know, one of them is I use Claude AI to type in questions about trips and destinations and things to look for and all that. Then I use RV Life Pro, the trip planning software, because it has all the camp spots, it has all the gas stations, you can plan it all, gives you the distances, it's great. What I didn't have was an app to tell me about wildfires. And then I found this one. You put in a location, you ask it, and it tells you where the wildfires are. Then I went back to RV Life and discovered, hey, it has a wildfire overlay. Let me show you what it looks like when you look at the overlay for the wildfires in the Panhandle. Yeah, so we had to find another route. So I went back to Claude and I said, okay, Claude, if I had to get from Wichita Falls to the Badlands and avoid the wildfires, it said, oh, take this route here. So we went from this route here, which was a pretty straight line up through the wildfires, to this one, which takes us kind of in a backward C. So instead of it taking 2 days to get out of Texas, we're crossing 4 states in 1 day to get back on track to get to the Badlands.
All good.
All good, and we'll get there. And we're glad you're along for the ride. Stayed last night in Independence, Missouri, just outside of Kansas City. So we're kind of going up that way, up to the Badlands. And so we're just going to see what there is to be seen in Omaha and Sioux Falls. So come on along and have a look.
So at the stop sign on 5th Street, turn left. See, if you had followed my original directions, we wouldn't be doing this.
Well, I was just following the local signs, Sandy.
I know, but what do you always say? Follow your instruments?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
But then when I'm the one telling you
Now
to
here's
go
5th
left.
Street. Do you want me to turn left?
Left.
Left it is. This is the only time we ever go left. Okay. Oh, look at Masonic Temple.
Didn't we see one of those in Omaha too?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, at the stop sign.
Easy. You want me to pull into the parking lot right now? Wait a second. Are you following directions to the Corn Palace or to shopping?
No, it says right.
Okay, I'm turning right.
But I'm going to go shopping in Wall. I just saw that they're selling gold, black gold in Wall.
Oh, that's awesome. Look at this. Look at
Oh, how
what is
funny.
that? That is the Corn Palace.
That's the Corn Palace. Oh my gosh.
As we approach the Badlands, I'm reminded why I got this thing. You know, it's like probably about 5 years ago, I started thinking, I'd like to go on photo trips, but I'd like to bring a van with me. And then I saw 3 photographers that I follow had one. Nigel Danson, Thomas Eaton, and Hudson Henry. And they all use theirs in different ways, but they all have a van like this that they use for going on photo trips. And so I thought, I want to find one. And I kept looking and looking until I found the Panoramic. And the reason I settled on this thing, for many reasons, was for the garage. Because it made it easy to get the photo gear in and out on location. So now, we've had the thing 3 years, and we're finally getting to the Badlands.
But we've done other trips.
We've done a lot of other trips, yeah. We've done, did Salt Lake, remember that? Went on to see, made that trip out west. North Carolina. Oh my, yes, North Carolina. Steep. And lots of stops along the way on that one.
And then little local Texas trips.
Yeah, a lot of those. But this is the first one that was specifically photo-centric. We're going to take pictures. And this trip would have happened last year if I'd had better planning.
But it may have been cold too.
So I call up and I try to make the reservations. I said, well, that's the weekend we close for the season. Because I wanted to come in October. Now, if you know anything about the Badlands and you know coming in October, it's probably not a great idea because it's going to snow. But we live in Texas, and so we don't really think about snow that much.
Not in October.
No.
We're still in shorts.
No. So anyway, so now we're on our way to the Badlands National Park, and I am one excited guy.
It's an unusual park.
It is that.
You know, I mean, a lot of our national parks are parky. You know, trees, green.
Right.
This looks, well, which are beautiful. But
This is actually, I think we said a couple days ago, a slow motion erosion. And the park is eroding at 1 inch per year, which means in 500,000 years it won't be here anymore.
neither will we.
Or if so, we'll probably be bored doing this kind of thing. Wow, look at that.
Ooh.
This is a big Badlands overlook. This is the thing they're talking about. Good.